you see out there in the first quarter?
Yeah, just an energy, a defensive tenacity to just get up and get into people. And so when we got stops and we could run, we could play in transition. Proud of our start that way. I thought we did a good job finding some disruption early, being aggressive at the point of attack, and again our flow behind was good as well. So.
Paige was saying that the story should be about Arike tonight. I was just wondering, what do you think about her performance after the All-Star break?
Yeah, just incredibly proud for her resolve. And again, this is a long season, right? So these stretches come, but just to sit up here and hear the two of these leaders on our team speak the way they do and how level-headed they are is just so encouraging as the leader of this team. So just proud that Arike has continued to stick with it and believe and invest in herself and her teammates. And I just feel like she's just been more calm. She's been letting the game come to her, making simple decisions, and to her point, trusting her teammates. And now, just proud that she's had a couple good games in a row, hoping to keep it going for her.
Trey?
Another new starting lineup tonight. What do you like about just having those five on the floor?
Yeah. Pace, I like it, right? We got up and down. You saw how fast we were playing. So just the pace that we can generate that way. And then also, again, having another facilitator there that can make good decisions with the ball in Haley, and Louisa as well can facilitate from the 5 position. But when you have a 5 that can stretch it, just adds dimensions and puts more pressure on the defense.
Good.
Tiara had the big game last night, didn't play tonight. Anything going on injury-wise with her?
No, T is fine. Again, like game to game, it's where there's spots to play. And so I'll look back and see if I could have gotten her in there. But again, 11 players, it's tough to get everybody minutes, and it's not going to be your night every single night. And we keep preaching that and believing in that when your number is called, you're ready. And our team buys into that. So just proud of our team that everyone who did come off the bench was ready for their opportunities, and it's a good team win.
Hey, Coach. Of course, the chemistry was clicking, especially through Arike. But also, what did you see out of the film that you were able to exploit from New York?
Yeah, I mean, they looked a little disjointed at first, right? They haven't played much without Stewie, so it was to be expected that they wouldn't be clicking early. But for us to go out and take advantage of that and build the lead that we did as we needed every point of it, so that was good. That we dictated and we were who we were as they kind of tried to figure out what are we going to look like without Stewie, and they started big with Izzy and then they went small and played a little small, so they were searching, and that's difficult to go play a game without one of your very key parts.
Arike kind of talked about that increased communication between her and Paige as to how they've been playing better over the course of this season. But from a coach's perspective, how have you seen their relationship grow over the course of the season? Yeah,
just again, they're getting closer and closer, and I mean, you heard them speak to it. They're being extremely intentional about, hey, we can do this together. Forget what the media is saying. Forget the narratives that are out there. We're in control of the narrative. And so the more we can trust in each other and pour into each other, the better off this thing is going to be. And so they're just both extremely mature, and they're all about the right things, and they want the best for each other and for this entire team and organization. So it's a good, budding, special relationship that they have.
What were some of the challenges that New York's zone posed the offense in the second half?
Yeah, it just, number one, it's tough to play with a lead period. It's tough to play with a lead period, right? It's awkward. You have a big lead, you keep playing fast, you slow down, you need to take clock, and now you throw in the zone, and it just adds another layer, right? Not a ton of teams play a lot of zone, and now you're attacking the zone, and you're reading the clock, is this too early of a shot? And so you start second-guessing yourself, and it just took us out of our rhythm. So credit to New York to continue to fight through and scratch and claw, and then just glad that we made enough plays down the stretch to be able to pull it out.
Chris, you started Haley tonight. What did you see from what did she give you, and is that matchup dependent, or is that going to be the norm going forward? And one more, if you'll indulge me, I'd just like to ask your thoughts on what I asked Paige about the defense and how it's grown from the beginning of the season to now.
I'll start with the second one. I think our defense it needs even more growth, but we asked the team to focus on one thing today, and we had them write it on the board, and they all wrote something defensive. So that was encouraging. It was point of attack. It was guard my yard. It was rebound the ball. So we're emphasizing it, and there's intention, and everyone knows that we need to be better, and it's going to start with everybody individually with their effort and discipline. That's what we're talking about, is just being disciplined to what we're trying to execute. So I thought we took a step forward tonight, and we got to continue to just be more consistent in a game, putting 4 quarters together and then throughout the season. So develop discipline, consistency. And then with Haley, again, we'll see, Matt, whether that's going to stick or if it's matchup dependent right away. I don't have the answer for you, but we go into a game with Atlanta, who has 2 ginormous, just great presence with Bree Jones and Griner. So we'll talk about it tomorrow if we want to mix anything up to match them or if we want to stick with it. But I like Haley, again, pace that she brings to our lineup. Rebound, push the ball, get up the floor. You have to run with her. Another facilitator at the post position, smart player, continues to move the ball and is a great connector offensively.
Christian on Zoom, go ahead.
Coach, the other day you were talking about stacking days. As far as this win, arguably one of the best ones of the season, how do you stack this into other games, travel days, especially with the intentionality on the court as far as the way the team was defending, swarming ball screens, defending one-on-one, and knowing when to go help and when not to? Yeah,
One day at a time. This stretch continues, right? So that was 3 and 4. We'll take the day off tomorrow, maybe watch a little film to prep for Atlanta, and then we'll come in and have a shoot around. So we won't have much time to practice, but each team presents different opportunities, different challenges, and so we've got to, again, take the good and then continue to just take it day by day, possession by possession, game by game. Again, you heard it from Paige. Now you heard it from Arike about momentum being a myth, but I love it. They just spit gold. So it's just, it's fun when your 2 leaders are giving you all the things you need to say.
Well, you talked about that defensive intentionality with Stewie out. You guys really focused on Sabrina and really held her back, especially in that first half. Was the game plan to kind of try to cut the head of the snake that way and talk about all the different bodies that you threw at her as well?
Yeah, totally. I wanted to be aggressive with her early and not let her feel comfortable coming off any ball screen. So I thought we did that early. And so that definitely helped, right? The defense created offense. We were able to get some steals and get out and run. 24 points off of 12 turnovers. So, just liked how disruptive we were at the point of attack with Sabrina tonight.
DJ, go ahead.
Coach, my question is, what did you see from Arike's decision-making tonight that made you proud or surprised you?
Nothing really. She's been making simple decisions here the latter part of this year, especially after the All-Star break. She's just been making simple decisions, and tonight we hit more shots, so those assists added up. Not surprised at all. Like, she just has been getting off the ball, 2 at her, short roll. I mean, you saw her find Nay. I thought we did a good job at times too, bringing smaller people and finding mismatches around the rim, whether it was Maisha or Haley off a cut. Her eyes are up, and she's not just looking at the hoop. She's seeing her teammates, and she trusts her teammates.
Last one, Rob.
Thank you, Rob Tianson from the podium finish. Coach, the game tightened up in the second half, and your team responded when it mattered most with an emphasis on discipline, consistent basketball. So, how encouraged are you by your team responding to these game-to-game situations, and especially with building that high-energy basketball against the defending champion New York Liberty?
Yeah, proud that we were able to pull that out. Again, it's never easy to play with a lead, and with a young group, we have to learn how to do that, and then also learn how to play down the stretch. Again, I didn't love some of the shots we took down the stretch, so just understanding time and score, clock management. So those are all things that you take from this game, and thankfully you take it with a W, and you can continue to learn and get better.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.